Hello everybody, Veteran here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to record and upload gameplay to YouTube so you can make your own gameplay videos. This is today I'm going to be showing you guys a program that you can record with, and it's free and it's high quality and it's very easy to use. So, for this you're going to need a decent computer or laptop, a microphone, whether it's built into your laptop or it's a headset microphone or it's a, like a big microphone, the one that hangs, or like a Blue Yeti, you know what I'm talking about. You need at least, a microphone and some games to play, obviously, because you're going to be making some gameplay videos. So those are the requirements. If you have all of those, then we can begin. So what we're going to do is go to Google. We are going to type in OBS download. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring us this whole list here. OBS stands for Open Broadcaster Software. And you'll understand why it's called that in a second. So, it should be the first link. Just to make sure you have the correct one, look at this little green bar right next to here, and it should say obsproject.com/download. That's the official site, so you want to click on it, and it'll bring you to a page that looks just like this. And the first thing you want to do is select your operating system. So there's Windows, which is what I'm using currently and many other people use. There's Apple, which is Mac. And then you have Linux, which is another operating system. I'm not very familiar with it. But so you can choose one of the three. I'm using Windows, so I want to make sure Windows is highlighted. We're going to go right down here to download installer. It says version 19.0.3. And it was released on June 2nd, blah, blah, whatever. It should say, this may change over time, but just look right here, see the version and release date, and then right under it should be a big green button that says Download Installer. Go ahead and click that. And what that's going to do is when you click it, it'll start downloading down here. So, I'm going to let this run because it's 108 megabytes, and I know that's a big file. But we will end up deleting this afterwards simply because it's an installer. Okay, so my download is almost done. We've got about 6 megabytes to go. And boom. So when it finishes downloading, the blue circle will start blinking and it'll just say obsstudio.exe or whatever. So when it's done downloading, you want to click it, and it's going to give you a little, do you want to allow this following program to make changes to this computer? Yes, that is just a normal little message that you get. Alright, so now you should just come to OBS Studio 19.0.3 setup or whatever version. 19.0.3 is just the version. This may change over time. So it is recommended that you close all other applications. I have a window browser open, that's fine. But if you have like a game running in the background or something else like that, I would recommend closing that while you do this. Okay, so you're going to click next. It's going to give you this license agreement. This is just all the license agreement, so this is all the licensing terms and stuff like that. This is all baloney, really. I mean, if you really want to read it, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's very basic stuff. It's basically like on every other program that you download. Let's click I agree. Next, you're going to go choose install location. By default, it should be at your C drive, program files 86, and it should say make a new file called OBS Studio. That's perfectly fine. That's a good space to have it. Just leave it and click next. Alright, so now on choose components. For this, you're going to want to make sure that plugins is not checked. Not checked means it's an empty box and there's no check mark. So go ahead and click these. Click it until all three of these boxes do not have checks in them. You notice how they're empty. That's exactly what you want. You do not want plugins. Since you're recording basic gameplay here, you don't want any plugins. You just want you want all three of these boxes to be empty. Okay, now you're going to want to click install. Make sure all these are empty and click install. And then what's going to do is it's going to start extracting and installing files. This is the main installation process. Okay, so now once it's finished, it'll say completing OBS Studio, whatever version you have set up. OBS Studio has been installed on your computer. Click finish to close setup. Now make sure launch OBS Studio is checked. So there's a little check in the box. Because when we click finish, after you get another license agreement, just click OK on that. It's going to open up this. Now you're going to get an auto configuration wizard. Just go ahead and click no. You do not want auto configuration. Click OK. And this will open up OBS Studio. Okay, so now you have OBS Studio open. Okay, So what you're going to want to do first is we're going to want to set up everything we have. You notice that my mic is going? That's because I already have it set to default, but let's say you don't have that going. We're going to want to set that up. So what you want to go to is click File and click Settings. That's going to open up this big old window right here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this audio tab right here. You can see audio. You're going to have all these options here. There's only 2 of these that you want to change. You want to change desktop audio device and mic/auxiliary audio device. So let's go to desktop audio device. Make sure you do the first one, not the second one. Make sure there's no 2 at the end of it, just the normal one. It should say default. When you first say it, you want to click it, and it should give you another option here. This is why everybody should have this. Mine is a speakers high definition audio device. Just go ahead and click that, and it'll pop up. Now this is why I said you need a mic, because down here at mic/auxiliary audio device, if you click default, because remember this is the other one we want to change, it should open up, and now you should see you have a microphone. Mine is a 4C Media USB audio device. You should probably have something else. Maybe it'll say a headset, or maybe it'll say, you know, your system sounds if you have a laptop. Just go ahead and click that, and then now you have your two devices. So this is basically what's going to happen when desktop audio device is going to be your gameplay sound. So when you're playing a game, the gameplay sound will so you know, like let's say you get in a car and you drive around, that car sound is going to be picked up by your desktop audio device. And your voice, obviously, if you want to hear your voice, you want to make sure your microphone is picking that up. So now you want to go ahead and click apply. Do not click OK, click apply. So now we're going to want to go to output. This big output right here. So there are 2 things you want to change on this page here. You're going to want to change the recording path. What I would recommend is clicking browse, and you want to click on your videos tab. And then what you want to do is you want to go to I would recommend just go videos, and then your videos will go here. Okay? So just choose, you can just make sure that your recording path, just choose it wherever, just basically wherever you want your videos, your finished videos to go to, just select that folder. So I'm just going to put them in my regular videos and click select folder. So now you'll see that it's going to my videos, right? You can see it's going to my videos folder. Now, we're going to want to change it to recording format. You'll notice how by default it's FLV. We don't want that. What we want is you want to click on FLV, and it'll bring down this drop menu here. You want to click MP4. There's a warning here. Do not worry about that warning. That's just for more advanced things. As long as you're just recording basic gameplay, you don't have to worry about it. So make sure MP4 is selected. Then you want to go ahead and click apply. And now you have everything set up. So now you want to click OK. And you want to go back. You're going to be brought back to this main window here. So, by the way, just a quick little thing here. You'll notice that there's mic auxiliary and desktop audio. Now your green thing should be moving, by the way, since you set up your microphone. If it's not, please leave a comment below and I will help you. But you notice how below there's a little scroller thing here. And if you move it back and forth, you notice that my volume is getting quieter and now it's getting louder. So essentially, when you scroll it to the left, your volume of whatever is getting quieter, and when you move it to the right, it gets louder. So let's say in a video my microphone I find is too loud. For the next video, I'll scroll this down so that my microphone volume is lower. And let's say I want my microphone to be louder than my gameplay. Then I'll take my desktop audio, which is my gameplay audio essentially, and I'm going to drag that quieter than my microphone. So now my voice will be louder than my gameplay audio. You can mess around with it all you want. It's very basic stuff. You just scroll it from back and forth until you find what you like. Alright, so now we're going to get into the actual recording part. So now if most should have already seen here. You notice that I have seen here. It's by default. But let's say you don't. You're going to want to right click, add, and then just type in scene here. But if you already have scene here, you don't need to do this. So make sure that's selected and go over to sources, this next box right here. You see it says sources right here. With this, you're going to want to right click. You're going to want to click add. And then you're going to want to click game capture right here. And that's going to give you this window. It should by default say game capture. Go ahead and leave that and click OK. Now it's going to pop up a window. What you're going to want to do here is you'll see that it says mode and capture any full screen application. You want to click that, and it'll bring down a drop down. Make sure capture specific window is selected, and you'll notice that it gives you more options. Just make sure next to mode it says capture specific window, and then go ahead and click OK. So now you should see that we have game capture here. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to test out this recording software. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to Roblox, because this is a very basic game. Since Roblox is an extremely basic game, I thought I'd start with this. So I'm going to go to a roleplay game called Pacifico, and that's going to load up, and I will see you guys when it is finished loading. Alright, so I'm currently in the game right now. As you can see, my game is open, my window is open. Now I'm going to go back to OBS, and I'm going to right click on game capture, and I'm going to click properties. Now it'll bring up this window again, right? You're going to want to click window, and you'll see that it says Roblox player beta. So like I opened up Roblox, now Roblox is on the list. Before it wasn't. So now I'm going to click Roblox, make sure Roblox is selected, and click OK. And now you'll see on my screen, we have Roblox. So this is what your recording is going to look like. You can see it's moving and everything. It's not recording yet. This is just showing you what the recording is going to look like. Now you see how there's a little black thing I don't really like down here? Well, here's the thing. You can change this screen here with a few different moves. So, for example, if I want to make this window smaller, I'm just going to take one of the circles and drag it. To make it smaller, I drag up. To make it bigger, I drag down. And the same goes for any of the other dots. If I want to make it smaller, I drag it, I make it smaller, and then I make it larger. Sorry about the background noise, guys. Let me turn that off real quick. Okay, back. And now you can see that my game volume was off. There's no more desktop audio, which is good. Let's say I don't like this black space down here, and I want to change it. You're going to hold down Shift, your Shift key, and you're going to drag the dot down. And now you'll see it stretches and gets rid of that black space. And the last one is if you hold down the Alt key, which is right next to your Windows key. If you hold down Alt and drag one of these, you'll notice that the bar becomes green, and that's because it's cropping it or removing space. So now you can see part of the gameplay is gone, but if I drag it back out again, you'll notice it's back. So let's say I don't like this window right here. I could just take this, hold down Alt, make sure I'm clicking it, and drag it this way, and now you can see it is gone. But since I don't want to do that, I'm just going to hold down Shift and drag this down, so now it takes up the whole space. There's no black or anything like that. So what I'm going to do now is, now that it's good and I like it, I'm going to fix my volume. I'm just going to fix it real quick. This is my preference right here. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to record a video with this, and then I will show you guys on this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Start Recording. Hello everybody. Alright, so I am currently using the recording software that I just helped you set up. So you can see it's good quality. My mic quality is good because I fixed the settings. You'll notice that it's very smooth, very high quality, and it's free. So now you can record for however long you want. It's absolutely unlimited for how long you can record with this software. So now what I'm going to do is go back and I'm going to teach you guys how to stop it and upload it. Okay, so I finished my recording, and you'll notice that it says stop recording. So I'm going to click stop recording. And now you'll see that the recording has completely stopped. So now I'm going to close this game. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to go to File and Show. Now you'll see that this is the folder where I selected everything to go. You will see now that there is a Roblox video. This is the video that you just recorded. You notice that it has a weird name, but that's besides the point. So now you have your video here, right? Remember, it's in the folder, so mine's in Libraries, Videos, Vids. So here it is. Now that's good. Now how do you upload the video? Well, of course you can watch it. So now you can see it's 13.9 megabytes, not very big. Although it is a 43-second recording, that's very small for a good quality video. So now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to upload this to YouTube, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to YouTube. Okay, so currently I am on my Skull and Drags. This is just a random account I made for this video. Anyway, so what we're going to do is you'll notice that in the top right here, there is an upload button. We're going to click that, and it'll bring you to this page. So now it's going to tell you to select files to upload. I'm going to click this giant arrow here. And now you can see I'm in my videos section. I'm going to go to the video that I made. So remember, I know where my video is. It's in libraries, videos, vids. Here's the folder. So I'm going to click on it. Oh, there's my video. So remember, this is the reason we made it as an MP4. Because now if I select it and click open, it goes into here. So now you can see it's going to upload. Now this is where I can edit everything. I can change the title, say Roblox test video, right? Description, I can say this is a test video for Roblox. Tags is just what, don't worry about tags right now, you don't have to worry about that. That's just basically, you know, if I put Roblox, when people search Roblox, my video will go under that. Test video, blah, blah, blah. You can put whatever you want. Translations, don't worry about it. Advanced settings, this is where you can do it. So you can allow comments, you can allow users to rate. Don't worry about the licensing. Category, mine's in gaming, so I'm going to click gaming. And what Roblox game? I was going to say Roblox. So there it is, Roblox. Perfect. And that's basically it. And now we'll go back to basic info, and you'll notice that it's done because now we have thumbnail selection. So what do you want your video, when your video's up, what do you want people to see? What should be the picture? For me, I think I like this middle picture right here, which is already selected, as you can see up here. So now it's done. You can also select if you want it to be public, unlisted, private, or scheduled. Public means everybody can see it. Private means only people that you select can see it. Unlisted means people need the video link to be able to see it. And scheduled means it will go up at a certain time. But those are all basic. I would just stick with these three. This is for more advanced. Scheduled is for more advanced things. So anyway, now that it's done, we're going to click publish. And now you'll see it is done. And you'll see that there's a link here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click it, right click and go copy, go up to your little bar, you can't see it on my screen, but there's a little URL bar, go ahead and paste it, and it's going to bring you to your video, and now you can see there is the video. So there you go, that's how you upload a video to YouTube using OBS. And real quick, before this video ends, remember that installer that was 108 megabytes that we installed? Well, since we have the program installed, we don't need to have that installer anymore. So if you go to your downloads folder, which is right here, you'll notice that there's an OBS Studio 19 point or whatever full installer. Well, we don't need the installer. All the installer is to be able to install the program. Well, we already have the program installed, so we don't need this. So all you want to do is hold down Shift, make sure that's selected, make sure nothing else is selected, make sure that's selected. Go ahead and click Delete. And that's going to say, are you sure you want to remove this file to the recycle bin? And you're going to click yes. Now you're going to want to go to your desktop and go to your recycle bin. So you can see I'm in my recycle bin right now. It's normally the top left icon. So you'll see that it is here. So I'm not going to remove these, but I'm just going to, you want to right click it and click delete, and this is going to permanently delete it. Click yes. It's gone. 108 megabytes. You are free from your computer, and you still have your OBS program so you can keep recording videos. Thank you all for watching. Any questions, comment down below. Please like this video. Thank you all for watching.